Hey, what's going on everyone, this is Kedar here, and today in this video on IRS processing dates. Today in this video we'll be discussing an important topic that every taxpayer needs to understand: the IRS processing dates, tax transcript cycle code. And if you are checking out your IRS tax transcript and wondering what is the IRS processing date, then you have come to the right place. We are going to check out all the details. Also, what is your tax transcript cycle code, what does it mean, and when you file your taxes, it's very important to keep track of the processing dates so you can have an idea when to expect your refund if there is any issue with your return that need to be resolved. So it becomes very important to keep eye on to that one. Let's say in your case, if your refund processing has been stuck for a while, you should check out your tax transcript and break it down your cycle code and the processing date so you can get a pretty good idea what's really going on. Well, the processing date and cycle dates becomes very important when it comes to your tax return, when those refunds are coming in. So if you are wondering when your tax return will be processed or when you can expect your refund, this video is exactly for you. We are going to answer all the details. What is exactly the IRS processing date? Now granted, it's a 8-digit code, but what does it exactly mean when it comes to your tax returns? And most importantly, how to read your cycle code and the processing date. Today in this video we'll be going to answer all these important questions. So without further ado, let's jump right into all the details. Alright, so however, quickly before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. How to, guys? With all the bell notification turn on, whether it's SNAP benefits, PBT, state-wise stimulus update, IRS processing details, IRS tax refund, we have got tons of details. Be sure to check out our channel, and without further ado, let's jump right into all the details. Alright guys, so let's check out what is the IRS account transcript, what is the exact processing date and the cycle date. Now here, a lot of people in the United States right now are waiting for their tax return, with being responsibility of the IRS to send out these. Now, in order to try to figure out when your tax refund might be coming, one of the common method is to decipher the day through your tax transcript cycle code. So that's how significant that the cycle code is. Okay, so what is this IRS cycle code on your IRS tax transcript? Well, right over here we have got all the details. So the IRS refund schedule can give you an estimated date for your refund once it is approved. So whether you check it on irs.gov status, WMR. Now guys, some folks use their IRS tax transcript free from your IRS account, which shows various tax processing codes, a cycle code to begin with. Now what the IRS cycle code means? Well, it's a 8-digit number. This is right over here that provides the information, the status of your tax return. So to understand your cycle code, you need to break down the numbers into its individual component. So the first 4-digit represents the tax processing year. So right over here you can see the first 4-digit represent the 2022. Okay, then the next 2 digits right over here is 06. Well, next 2 digit represents the week of the year, with 06 representing the 6th week of the year. And now coming over to the last 2 digits right over here, well, last 2 digit represent the day of the week when your tax return was uploaded to the IMF. Now for example, let's say let me break down this cycle code. So it's 2022 0602. It would mean that your return was uploaded to the IMF on Tuesday during the 6th week of the year 2022. And additionally, the presence of the code 846, this is the one right over here, the refund issued. Well, if you see 846 code onto your transcript, well, that indicates that IRS has processed your return and they have determined an estimated direct deposit dates for your refund if applicable. So this is the IRS 846 code mean. Now guys, coming over to the next important thing, what is the IRS processing date on your tax transcript? Where you can able to see the cycle date via the pre-official IRS transcript using the 8-digit number. I just break it down for you. Well, to read your IRS processing date, it's pretty simple actually. To read the IRS processing date, you can check the first 4-digit of the IRS processing date. So this one right over here indicates the 2022, which means, example, if you see 2022, it would mean that your tax return was processed in the year 2022. So that's sure. Now coming over to the next important two digit, we got 06. Now 06, this in this example it indicates that it means your tax return was processed in the 6th calendar week of the year. So that's about the 06. Moving forward, we got 02. These two digit means that these last two digits represent the day of the week your IRS account when it was uploaded to the IRS master file, that is IMF. Now guys, remember IRS begins its weekly processing every Friday. Therefore, if you see 01 into the last two digits of the IRS processing date, it means that your tax returns was processed on Friday. If you see digit 02, then it means it was processed on a Monday. So right here in this case, it was processed onto the Monday since it's representing 02. If it was processed on you'd see 03 if it was processed on Tuesday. Also, if you see 04, it means it was processed on Wednesday. 05 means processed on Thursday. So that's important one. So basically 01 is Friday, 02 is Monday, 03 is Tuesday, 04 is Wednesday, and 05 is Thursday. So generally this one is reserved for weekly processing. Now in conclusion, the IRS processing date is important code which tells you when your tax return was processed by the IRS, and to understand how to read this code will help you track your status of your tax return, and you can know when you can expect your tax refund through this important code. And additionally, the presence of the code 846 and the refund is issued explanation of the transaction, well, this one indicates that IRS has processed your return and they have determined an estimated direct deposit date for your refund if applicable. So this is the date they have determined. So you can check out your particular date for your refund, and the proper understanding of your tax transcript cycle code and the processing date can help you to keep track of the progress of your tax return and ensure that your tax refund is being processed correctly. Now one thing you should remember guys, IRS is very clear that it's just being able to see the processing details on your IRS transcript does not mean you'll be immediately getting the refund. It's among the common myths and misconceptions representing in the social media, so just be clear on that. For the current tax season, your transcript will update several times on the line with your cycle code, just we have discussed above, and the IRS processing date as well. Also, the official IRS line is for checking the WMR and irs.gov tool. You can use it. This one is the best way to officially check your IRS refund status. And this one especially very important. Let's say in your case, if your refund processing has been stuck for a while, you should check out your tax transcript and break it down your cycle code and the processing date so you can get a pretty good idea what's really going on. Now actually IRS promises to have a regular return refunds processed within just 21 days, and 9 out of 10 taxpayers actually took quite a bit longer to receive their refund if you got amended tax returns. So that's important thing to consider. Generally you have to wait until like up to 16 weeks more for the IRS to process an amended return, since they prioritize regular returns first and then after that amended returns. You can check it out where is my refund service or give it a call onto this number to check out the status. I hope this video was helpful, so make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel How To Guys with all the bell notification. And this is Kedar from How To Guys signing out.